So, I mean, really, it's, in the words of Kolton, it really isn't that deep. And I do, with working with first-time home buyers, you do go down that rabbit hole of what if, what if, what if, and you do overthink stuff. And I get it. It is scary. It is. It's just, and having that right person to guide you to find the house, guide you through the loan process, is very important. That's why, we harp on it enough. Make sure you are comfortable with your realtor, your lender. Interview a couple different realtors and lenders just to get the knowledge, and then go with one that best fits your needs. So I would say, that's your first step, is reaching out to a realtor or a couple of them, lender, then get that pre-approval. And then, just put it in your mind of, let's just go, let's have fun. Let's look at houses, right?
Right. Yeah. Because at that point, then at least you know that you are looking at homes within your price range. Like sometimes I get clients that come in that are first-time home buyers that don't even think they have enough credit to qualify, or they don't have, the funds saved up for down payment. They think, oh, we just want to just roughly look at things. And then not every time, but a lot of times they walk out pre-approved and like, oh, I had no idea. It's not as deep as people make it out. And that's a great point. It's not that deep. Like you're overthinking it, but I'm the queen of overthinking. I overanalyze everything. Like it's just what I do. So I get how you can get down that rabbit hole, but sometimes the first step is just make the phone call, or the text. People prefer text. Yeah, totally fine. Yep. It's just making that initial outreach, because you don't want to do it backwards. You don't want to find the house and then get pre-approved, and then for some reason you can't because you haven't been with your job long enough, or you're self-employed and hasn't been long enough, or there's a lot of things that can not go in your favor, that if you'd have been pre-approved first, you would have known about that. So you don't want to find the house, fall in love with it, and then come to me and be like, well, you got to wait 6 months, Yep. So that's one way, is to set yourself up for success, is to plan ahead and just knowing what you can be approved for. And then the fun, really, I think it's fun to look at houses. It has its ups and downs, I'm sure, but you don't want to waste a realtor's time either by looking at 15 homes and then realizing that you couldn't even get pre-approved to buy the first house you looked at.
Well, and it's not only, the realtor's time that I wouldn't necessarily say wasting, but if you can't afford it, yes, it is. But it's also the sellers, right? So put yourself in the position of selling a home, and oh my gosh, I have a showing. Maybe this is the one that's going to write an offer.